It seems that we're live. Yes, we are live. The music has confirmed it. Everything.
Wait, now Harlan's here.
I like how you're pretending to be in a box inside a box already.
Listen, 7 years of miming school. I have to.
Well
We
spent.
already have 12 people here. This is insane. This is great. Everyone, I think people just didn't want to miss this amazing theme song, this amazing Donkey Kong business.
That actually was really nice.
Okay.
A little bit at the end is very nice.
Aaron
Our
Midge.
theme is on fire.
That's correct. Indeed.
Chug?
We are
Who's calling me Chug?
So glad to have Annie back again.
Hey,
How long has
Chug.
it been, Annie?
It's
Like
so
2
good to be
episodes?
back. Hi,
Uh-oh.
Gary.
Uh-oh.
How long?
Sounds like
Yeah,
we
well, I didn't
got,
one.
we got,
I'm Harlan. Nice to meet you.
Okay, there we go.
I think we met once, twice.
So we do not
3
have
times.
Justin Thomas James here with us today, but we have a replacement Canadian.
I'm a swap-in for Justin. He and I are
He looks
basically the same person.
Pretty. They look just alike. I mean,
Literally. We're the
Till
same
the
height.
second I didn't know you weren't Justin.
You are the same height,
Yeah.
right? Which is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, they
yeah,
grow
you
them
guys-
tall in Canada.
And Gary, of course, is here. Thank you so much for making it, Gary.
No, I'm not here. You can't prove anything.
Every time he does that voice, it's Matthew Berry. It's always you got the.
Oh man, I love Matt Berry.
Matthew-
I'm gonna be Matt Berry
Matthew-
for the rest of this.
Who's Matt?
Oh my god!
You know Matt Berry.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, if you don't know who Matt
Is
Berry
it
is,
an
you need to
act-
look
is it
up
an
Matt
actor?
Berry.
Have you seen Community?
No.
Okay.
Oh
Have you
god, what
seen
was he?
Toast of London or
You'd like Toast of London.
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
Watch all of them. You have
watch
now
all of
Okay. All right.
such a
I'll look
time
him
ahead
up.
of you.
I will look him up.
You'd
We
recognize
have an amazing show today. We have Bonnie Price here. Yes.
Woo
Applause for Bonnie Price. The author, the LitRPG author and Discord genius. She is here, and she will be interviewed by Miss Annie Ellicott because they have a book coming out very soon. They and Soundbooth Theater. That's right, an audiobook that is Song of the Depths.
All
which,
of us.
Bonnie-
Basically,
Bonnie-
it
yeah.
really me
It's
and
a
every
lovely book.
single male actor
Yeah.
associated with
Not me.
Soundbooth Theater,
Except
which is
for
a
Harlan.
rare. I mean,
It's
that's
very rare.
Before your time, Harlan.
Has that
Before
ever
your
happened?
time.
Yeah. No, not one lady
It was a
with 4
big
dudes.
cast.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty.
That's never happened. One lady,
Yeah.
4
It's
dudes.
like the it's like God, I already forgot the name of the damn thing.
Song of the Depths. What? Wait.
Not
It's
Song of the
called-
Depths.
Deck of
It's
Souls.
like the reverse. It's the reverse of
Depth of music.
one where
Oh,
Justin-
Cherry Blossom Girls?
yes.
Okay, but I was in that too. So it's
Oh,
4 chicks and 2
right.
dudes.
That's
Yeah.
right. It
Do you
does-
want me to ADR a line in just so I can be included? Because I'll do
Maybe.
that. Just a random
Maybe.
line.
Just in the
leave
background.
somewhere
Oh,
in
I think. No, it might be too late. If it's not too late, yeah, let's do it. Maybe
Yeah,
you
it's
could
too
just
late.
read the
It's
credits.
too late. It's already in ACX's hands, and they said that they have a 10-day limit for when they put books out now, but it was submitted 14 days ago, so I don't know what that means now.
Just
I will say that's not the strangest thing I've been
What
asked
do
to do for
numbers mean,
Soundbooth.
ACX?
It is a reverse harem, but
it
it's
is.
interesting to see how different reverse harems are from harems. Like, it's a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
I don't have that much experience.
It's
I've only read the one kind.
It's
It's just-
different. It's a different set of tools, right?
It's a different set of. Well, it's more interesting. It's not. It's like it's a lot deeper. It's generally a lot more slow burning. It's a lot more plot focused, I'd say.
A lot of harem could do with that, though.
Yeah.
Just give me
Yeah.
some character
I just
development,
want y'all to
please.
know that. Well, you will know that. We're gonna have a whole conversation about it later on.
Indeed. And Bonnie is here. We'll learn much more about her Song of the Depths. By the way, if you guys haven't listened to Deck of Souls yet, that came out, 2019?
You should
And
listen to that,
That's another one that's...
especially if you like food porn.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
We all
There's
do.
Lots and lots
Oh.
of food in that
There are
one.
the most delicious descriptions of food.
Is it like Studio
they
Ghibli
rival
style?
any- They rival any food description.
You know,
anywhere.
I think
Every-
Bonnie is
yeah, every kind of
heavily
food.
influenced by anime, so it wouldn't surprise me if
I
Studio
mean,
Ghibli influenced her.
For real though, every Studio
dude.
Ghibli, they do food in such a delicious way. It just makes you want to lick the screen.
Yeah,
It does look like
Nailed
it always looks succulent. You're just like, I want to eat
Deku
that
Souls
thing.
provides you that. It inspires you to want to try to make the things that it's described.
There's some food porn in Song of the Depths, isn't there?
There is.
Yeah. Because
Yes,
my
there
character,
is.
the main character I
Alien
play,
food porn.
owns a restaurant, right? So, anyway, we also have some requests today from the troll poll.
Oh, good.
We're doing the 5
Yay.
days of Dodgeball, which I don't
Oh,
even
this
know
is gonna be
exactly
a really
how we're going
fun
to do that.
show.
And then we're doing what did I just send you guys? The Jon Ryer Davis book, The Hunters Paralogue, Deus Ex Deathtrap. I have no idea what the hell that is, but we'll find out and we'll wreck it.
Just
We'll
finished
destroy
live at book 6.
Yeah. And then Gary, what's
Nice,
your
Gary.
games today? Is it games or are you doing something different?
We have a game we've played before called Commercials, but I've done a twist to it so we don't have to rely so much on the audience coming up with, using your great brains. If you come up with something great, that's great. We'll use that. But I have 3 D20s that I'm going to roll, and I have a table that I sent earlier. So if we can show it, we'll show it. If not, we won't. But I have it. And one D20 will be for an item that we're going to sell. Another D20 will be a weird addition to that item. And the third D20 will be the style in which we deliver the commercial.
Look at you.
And I was feeling strange when I came up with all the titles. So I just, for example, the Nat 20 item is Jeff's flowing mane. So if we get a 20, we have to sell Jeff's hair.
Okay.
Well,
All
that
Easy.
sells itself.
Yeah, exactly. What a nerd. 3 D20s. Ugh.
I got 3 of the fuckers.
Red alert.
All right, and real quick, we'll have news. We usually take too long with the news, so I'm just going to burst out with the news right now. Mortimer, Everybody Loves Large Chests, Volume 6, is now in the hands of ACX. I'm so fucking excited for you guys to listen to that, because, oh my god. All right, we have Will Watt joining the cast. He's playing Wardrobezilla. There's the most epic fight I've ever read in a lit RPG ever. Wow. It's in there, and oh my god, Aaron J. Morton and Ahmed Mahmood did an amazing job with the sound effects and music on that. So please, everyone who's been emailing us, continue to email us if you want to, but the answer is it's all Audible's fault that it's not out at this point. So soon it won't be their fault anymore because it will be out and you'll be able to buy it.
All the problems in the world are audio, really.
Stars Have Eyes, episodes 2 and 3, now available on our platform for free. The entire series is free. Episodes 1, 2, and 3, go get them. Harlan Guthrie's Malevolent, all 12 episodes so far, all available for free on our platform. Just today, released the last parsec. Harlan, your story as well. What is the name of it again? Scrapped. That is available for free, as well as Justin's from last
Very
2 weeks
nice.
ago. Both free. We're giving you all sorts of free shit, you guys.
Super free.
Yes. Free shit everywhere. And then here pretty soon, Dungeon Crawler Carl 4 will have the little tidbits that I've been recording so far, unedited, on the platform for free. So, go to our platform, guys. It's getting
so much
crazy
free
over there.
stuff.
I know.
So much free stuff.
So spoiled.
And we're giving out t-shirts. Grab the cannon. Start firing it.
I'll fire it at the camera. Hopefully someone will catch it. And one other thing came out today, Pangea Online, The Omnibus. All 3 books in that series. And book 1 was the very first audiobook narrated by someone else besides me from Soundbooth Theater. So pick it up. It's a piece of history. Right? And I think that's it. Right? We can get to American Fork now.
Do it.
Great news reading, Jeff. You did a great job.
You did a great job, boy. You're hired.
Just wanted to tell you.
Thank you.
I'm going to be complimenting tonight a lot. So
good.
Get ready for it.
We need it.
All right. Is it time?
It's time.
Hello again, Radio for All listeners. Thank you for joining. I'm Bethany Lake, and I'm joined in studio by my Gen Z darling, my tea-spilling maven, my so woke she never sleeps warrior, Amanda Waverly.
Oh, wow. I'm shook, but like in a good way. Thanks, Bethany. You're truly an inspiration. I hope I'm half the person you are when I'm 50.
I'm 38. But thanks, I guess. I suppose I understand what you were going for.
Girl, I did not mean to drag you. It's all the studio lighting. It hits different.
Thank you.
Of course. But I think that's enough time spent talking about us, fam. Let's get to the case.
Yes, let's. After all, this isn't some lifestyle podcast. This is American Fork. Our show this week is a big one. In case you didn't tune in last week, you should have. Some major tea was spilled.
Hell yeah. We should get a Lipton sponsorship for all this tea.
That's right. We found out Mitt lied about not knowing the owner of Tony's Pizzeria, Melinda Graham, the principal of American Fork High School and sister-in-law of Mayor Walter McCormick. Further, Melinda pays Mitt in cash under the table.
Which is super sus.
Right? So, logically, the next step was to talk to Mitt.
But finding him has been harder than we thought it would be. He straight ghosted us once the heat turned up. We've been looking for him forever.
And by we, she doesn't mean us. We sent out a far more qualified headhunter, a man with an eye on the prize and a nose in the news. Detective Robert Scoop is on the case. He's been attempting to track down Mitt for weeks.
We knew sending Scoop de Loop after Mitt would promise results, and girl, it did.
Yes, listeners, we received a shocking video from Detective Scoop just this morning. We think you're really going to want to take a look.
Roll that ish, bish.
Oh,
I meant let's play the video.
Oh, okay. Hit it, Evan.
Hello there, everyone. It is I, the illustrious, indubitable, inimitable, insatiable, some may say insane, but I say enlightened, Detective Robert Scoop. And boy, oh boy, do I have a doozy of an update for everyone today. I've been searching for the elusive Mitt Pingle far and wide. He was nowhere to be found in American Fork, so I put my nose to the ground to sniff out the scent of justice. After much searching, a strong, pungent smell emanated from an unsurprising locale, the state of New Jersey. As devoted Forkians might recall, young Mitt did his mission work in Trenton, and that's where I find myself today. I've asked around and found out the LDS Church sponsors one local YMCA. Where else could he be? So, I'm outside said YMCA, waiting to see who walks out the door and into the blinding light of truth. By Jove, that's him! Mitt!
Huh? Oh, shit. I mean, shoot.
Mitt, wait! We must talk! I do love the chase, though! It's been years! You're keeping me young, son!
Ow. Where did that pothole come from?
Thank God for the state's crumbling infrastructure. Mitt, it sure has been a long time. How are you?
Well, I could be doing better. How are you, detective?
Fabulous! Now that I've found you, Mitt, I've been looking far and wide, and I've got some questions for you.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you were here for something else.
Goodness, no. I haven't been here since Bon Jovi's Fine China went missing 15 years ago. Now that, my boy, was a case.
Sounds like it. So, what can I do for you?
Well, Mitt, we talked to Brighton at Tony's and discovered a few tidbits that really interested us. For instance, at one point, you claimed you had no idea who owned the pizzeria, yet Brighton assured us that you and the secretive owner go way back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And if we asked Principal Graham, would she say the same thing?
Uh-oh. You know Miss Graham is the owner, huh?
We sure do.
Ah, shit.
You mean shoot?
Not this time.
Yes, it is a time of reckoning. The pebbles of truth may hide under a rock of falsehood, but eventually the tides of justice reveal all.
You've such a way with words, Detective. It is truly an honor to have been caught by you.
My dear boy, you do not make this easy. But we must keep going. As I was saying, Brighton informed us that Melinda pays you directly. You two seem to be in cahoots of some sort. Am I correct?
I mean, I work for her.
But the work wasn't only pizza-related, was it? Why weren't you on the payroll?
Well, I don't have a bank account, so in cash is the only way I can get paid.
Why don't you have a bank account?
Oh, I opened one once. My routing number ended in 666. I took it as God's way of letting me know I should avoid banks like Satan.
That checks out. But it still doesn't explain why you would lie about knowing her. Mitt, what are you hiding? I don't think your morals are askew. You seem a nice lad, so what's going on? Because without more information, I'll be forced to assume the worst. And then the authorities get involved.
Look, I was just trying to help.
Help with what? What did you do?
It was Miss Graham. She made me.
Made you what? Break already, goddammit!
She said the money would fund a bunch of mission trips to spread the good word all over the world. I thought I was doing something positive. It wasn't until after it was over that I found out she was lying. Oh, no!
Oh, my. It's going to be okay. Just tell me what happened.
I can't. Please, just talk to Ms. Graham. Leave me here. I'll stay out of trouble. I promise. I just want to start a new life out here in beautiful New Jersey.
Dear God, if one is considering relocating here, they must truly be in a dark place. You've been a great help to us, son. We'll follow up with Melinda back in American Fork. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll never forget the first time I read Forks and Felons, How to Wine, Dine, and Find a Culinary Culprit. It was a masterpiece.
Mitt, you truly are a swell boy. Sometimes I wish you were my own son. Thank you again. Back to you, Bethany and Amanda.
That's it?
It sure sounded like an admission of guilt to me.
Yeah, but he didn't even tell Scoop what they did before they both started blubbering like Michael Jordan in that meme.
Well, it was something to do with money. Hello? Hello?
Excuse me, ladies. I hate to interrupt. Melinda Graham is outside. She says she has something she wants to confess. What should I tell her?
By all means, let's get her mic'd up and in the studio. Welcome, Principal Graham, or should I say, soon-to-be disgraced Principal Graham. I have to say, we were shocked when we heard you wanted to come in studio with us today.
For real, not a lot of people would cancel themselves, and not even on Twitter. Damn.
Well, after a somewhat hysterical call from Mitt, I figured it was time for me to come in and set the record straight myself.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I kind of thought you were going to ask me questions.
Oh, right. So, Principal Graham, could you please set the record straight for us?
Okay, well, as you have no doubt come to realize, I am the owner of Tony's Pizzeria, as well as several other local businesses and properties around town.
Duh.
Well, after a less than savvy investment, I recently found myself in a spot of financial trouble. A big spot of financial trouble. I knew the only way to get a bailout from the town was if they had a sudden windfall. So I arranged for Big Arza to be stolen so I could collect the insurance money.
I knew it.
Really? You did?
No, but I feel like someone always says that after a big reveal.
So, are the authorities going to come and take me away now, or?
Oh, right. Evan, could you get the AFPD down here?
Sure thing, Bethany. So, since we've got some time to kill, Mel, tell me on a scale of 1 to fierce, how well do you think you're going to pull off an orange jumpsuit?
Amanda, you're terrible. Do you think you'll pull it off, though?
Maybe I should wait in the lobby until the police get here. Wait! Wait, Missy, what are you doing here? I can't let you do this, Mindy! We talked about this. I have it under control. Your sister...
Your sister knows what she's doing, dear.
My sister isn't a criminal. My husband is.
Whoa! Don't you think criminal is a little bit strong?
Frankly, I don't think it's strong enough. You don't know what you're talking about, Missy. Let me do this.
Please listen to her, honey.
Go home.
Well, I just see.
No, I'm not going to go home.
Well,
I'm not going to go home. This is not going to stand.
Come now, darling. Come on. Just calm down.
Like I said, exciting show today, folks. We'll be right back after a word from our donors.
Theme song.
Theme song.
Theme song.
Theme song. Gotta do the outro. No, we can't move on until we have the outro.
There we go.
That took months and months of audio engineering brilliance to create. Not 8 seconds.
We've tweaked it every week.
Nuanced.
Good job, everyone.
When I hear that. Nuanced.
Subtlety.
Great job. Yep.
That was a really good script today. I was.
Yeah, from 1 to fierce.
From 1 to fierce.
Really good.
Oh, thank you
From
so
1 to
much.
fierce.
And
Lots of good Amanda lines. Lots of great detective scoop.
Yeah.
So of
Then
course,
he's considering
And
relocating
Mitt.
here.
Sweet, poor dear Mitt.
yeah.
The
I always show up for the
sacrificial lamb.
best scripts. It's great.
So
They're all good.
did you guys have this planned all along?
Yeah,
from
this has
the-
been it for years now, even before we had the idea for American
Yeah.
Folk. Yeah.
This is actually true crime, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't
Based
even
on
write
a
it.
true
It's-
story.
You're borrowing case files and transcriptions.
Okay, so how far did Mitt go? Like all the way to New Jersey?
Yeah. Well, it was the only place that it seemed like in like writing Mitt, it was like, well, Mitt did his missions work in New Jersey, and knowing Mitt's character, this is probably the only other place he's been.
Yep, that makes total sense. And we have one more episode after this, right? We gotta tie things up.
But actually, we've been doing this for a year now because we took last month off. So we have been doing a year of American Fork on this show, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. 1 month.
Yay!
For 11 months now, we have one more episode, and so I think next 2 weeks from now, because we skipped a week of Soundbooth Theater Live, we have what's the other show? What's the other show?
Anti-Hero Chronicles
Anti-Hero Chronicles. We have a double episode of that.
by Joe DiProfio.
By Joe DeFeo. But do we need it? Are we going to do a double episode for the last American Fork, or is this going to be just a single?
Yes!
Yes.
We've been planning a double episode for a very long time.
It was episode 11 was always supposed to end on a cliffhanger.
All right, cool. I'm really excited because I really like these characters. They're such morons. And
Lovable morons.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
yeah.
And it's just the best type of characters to play.
Well, you guys bring them to life.
Let's say you guys were crushing it. Yeah, it
Thank you.
feels like week over week. It's like don't even have to. It's like they'll just do whatever they'll figure it out and kill it.
Yeah.
all.
I've been rehearsing Amanda for a long time. I was happy to finally pull it out today.
We cast
So,
Harlan the same
yeah.
time we figured out how episode 11 was going to go.
It was tough too. I had to come in. I had to come up for.
We're potty trained. Like we learned how to use the toilet. We cast Harlan. We came up with the idea.
Man.
It all happened the same day.
I was there for most of it. It was great.
So much work went in.
He helped with the potty training quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm excited for the spin-off Canadian Spoon that I'm working on. It's going to be perfect. It's like yeah, a lot of maple syrup jokes, and that's kind of all I got so far.
Do you
You're
want
just
to
gonna
write
steal
that?
The world's largest
Yeah, let's do it.
maple syrup.
I'm
depository?
serious. Should we
Yeah,
write
totally.
this?
I would
Should the
do
three
it.
of us write this? Yeah,
Let's do
I would
it.
do that.
Canadian
Let's do
Spoon.
it. Yeah.
Is there an actual town called Canadian Spoon?
There better be. I mean, yeah.
If
We'll
there isn't
establish one if
yeah,
not.
we'll-
There's going to be a
We'll move
lot
up
of
there and
graphic prose
incorporate,
about
yeah.
penises in this one, okay?
Yeah, penises.
Oh, yeah.
Love me some penises.
Yeah.
Canadian Spoon. Let's do it. I'm in.
All right, cool.
Hell yeah,
And
nice.
Justin will have to be here for the next one.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure that Jeff is going to be. His story's going to wrap up there too.
You're talking to yourself in the
Everyone
third
is gonna
person
be-
again.
Not that.
Yeah.
Not this
Oh.
Jeff. The Jeff.
Jeff
that
will
Justin
be
plays.
here.
I'll be wrapping up my own narrative.
You guys, great job on this one. We even got an action scene.
Yeah.
We even got an
Canadian
action
Spoon's going to be all running. It's just going to be running.
Yup.
The
With
spoon-
jazz hands.
It'll be a really dark
Dogging drama.
Twin Peaks version. It'll be really dark and
Yeah.
depressing.
and the spoon is going to be like a
Yeah.
relay.
Jeff, we've been wanting to do another noir detective. Although Malevolent is a great example of that.
Oh yeah. Detective Scoop versus Arthur.
Oh,
Yes, who would win in a fight? I think
definitely
Arthur
Detective
would.
Scoop. No, Arthur
I'm
just
not, well, Arthur can't see, but
can't do shit. That guy's stuck.
Scoop is a culinary detective.
Yeah.
I gotta give you. Hey, drink this. It'll do you good. Well, really.
Yep. So we got a lot of spin-offs planned off of these series. You guys, thank you so much for coming on
thank
here
you.
and
Thank you guys again.
sharing your talents, your writing talents with us. We have one more episode of American Fork a month from now, and then the epic will conclude. So thank you guys.
Worry not, Canadian
spin-off.
Spoon is coming up.
Yeah.
Canadian Spoon is coming.
Do not
Listen,
worry.
we've
More things
MCU'd this
will
shit.
follow.
We got standalone biopic.
Right.
Detective Spoon is a baby. We
Yeah.
got
We're gonna
got-
all of the books that Detective Scoop has mentioned writing in the show. We're just gonna.
we
write
got
those.
we got the Amanda Chronicles, the Gen Z. She goes around on our YouTube show. It's great. And then they all and then we got a Guardians of the Galaxy version, which is Space Knife. And it just it goes with the whole thing.
Indeed. All right, guys. On to the next segment. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
And now we are joined by Ms. Bonnie Price.
Hello. Oh,
Uh,
Hello, Bonnie.
And we're also joined by Ahmed Serious Face.
For
Oh,
a second, and then
Ahmed, serious face.
Well, thank you for joining us, Bonnie Price. Bonnie L. Price. I'm
Bonnie L.
sorry, I
Price.
didn't mean to shorten your name. I know that's an
Price.
offensive thing to do nowadays.
Oh, jeez.
But welcome. Thank you for writing Song of the Depths. And tell us about Song of the Depths. Tell us, where did this damn book come from?
Yes, it's so imaginative.
Where did it come from? Basically, me being crazy in my sleep and being like, what would happen if I took Sailor Moon and the cyberpunk genre and mashed them together with like ocean aliens?
That's a nuts dream.
Yep.
Annie, would you say that's an accurate description of that story?
I think so. Yeah.
And it's
Sounds like a nightmare.
Sailor Moon?
Yeah. Who's Sailor Moon? Okay. Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Well, keep talking, ladies. I just
right.
wanted to start you off. Let's do
So
this.
so Bonnie, are you aware that you are the first author ever to have basically every possible Soundbooth theater male in your book?
No, I didn't realize that.
Well, you are. How does that make you feel, Bonnie?
Apparently I'm a collector now. Good
Yeah?
to know.
You've collected all of. Well, actually, we have Harlan now.
Yeah,
Technically,
you don't have the full set,
so
but that's okay. I'm a special edition.
he's a
I
special
mean, there's
edition.
always book 2, right?
Harlan is
Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah. Are you working on book 2? Are you working
Paid
on
Yeah.
book 2 yet?
Yeah, I'm I want to say probably 3/4 done with book 2.
Wow, that's awesome. So okay, some of my favorite things about this book are the I love the scenes where she's like changing clothes. The whole scene where she goes in and buys clothes, and the scenes where she's changing clothes, it's like in a bracelet. Like all of her outfits are like in a bracelet, and she can basically just like change them at will anytime she wants. That is such a beautiful idea to me. Like, I love that so much. Did you come across that somewhere else, or did that just kind of come out of your dreams?
So that's kind of a trope throughout various genres of anime and like high fantasy, Eastern fantasy, and so on, where there's like an item that is connected to a pocket dimension.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
cool.
so I wanted to do a twist on that, but with kind of the cyberpunk sci-fi alien setting instead of being, fully high fantasy.
Cool.
A bag of holding.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also have to say, like, I just really want to try all of this food. Like, you're so good with food descriptions. And I think it's really, I love how it, in detail you go with like how different, like how to human taste buds, the food tastes like this very specific thing, and then to Sildrari taste buds, it tastes completely different. Do you have an experience of food tasting really different to you than it does to other people?
To some extent, yeah. Like a good example would be I can't stand rhubarb.
Mhm.
All right.
Like I have some friends who absolutely love rhubarb, and they were telling me about this like strawberry rhubarb cheesecake they had.
And you're like,
Yeah, and then they were describing to me what rhubarb tastes like to them, and I was like,
Heaven.
that is not what that tastes like. Rhubarb tastes like grass. Are you crazy? Why are you eating grass?
Do you like cilantro? Are you one of those?
Oh yeah. Fuck
I
that
do
stuff.
like
Gary?
cilantro.
You do?
No.
Yeah.
I
No,
love
And
it.
Jeff
can't
doesn't.
stand it.
Soap.
What about Annie?
It's soap.
I
It's
love
just like soap.
cilantro,
Okay.
as you put it.
Sorry,
Um,
I'm
You're
Canadian.
Canadian,
I
I know.
am Canadian.
Say cilantro too.
I love it. Well, I wouldn't eat like a mouthful of it, but I love it in salsa. I love it. I love it sprinkled on stuff.
Yeah, I've never met anyone that didn't like rhubarb though.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
Totally a freak you are.
But I totally get it.
Cucumber.
Are you talking about like raw rhubarb or like cooked into a pie? Like, did you? Because if you take it from the
Both.
ground and take a bite of it, it's terrible. Okay.
Both.
Just-
So another thing about Sildrari are that you can that their skin changes colors like Technicolor, crazy color changes. They're basically like walking mood rings.
Yes.
So you can totally see their emotions. I would hate that so much. That would be fucking horrible.
Right?
Why? That'd be so cool though.
Well, it'd be
I would
cool
be able to
see
walk in the
everybody
street and be like,
else's
Annie,
emotions.
you're so pissed off. What's wrong? What happened? Let me
Yeah,
sympathize.
no, probably. If I were born into a society where I just like grew up knowing that all my emotions were going to be on display and everybody else's were, well, that would really be a game changer, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in our
That
society,
would
it's
change
like
so many things.
Yeah.
you say
And-
something, you get pissed off. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you pissed off right now? You shouldn't
Yeah.
be pissed off. What?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't be like, I'm not. I
You're
mean,
like, oh,
you're blue.
or you'd like immediately spot misunderstandings, or you'd
Yeah.
immediately be like, oh, this girl is totally faking this orgasm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arousal would be a tough one.
Yeah.
You're like, why are you
Good
so
for you.
on right
Which,
now, Mom?
again, it
Yeah.
would really save a lot of trouble and time.
But you can also lie about them too if you were like the only one, right? You could be like, oh, blue? Oh, this is when I'm hot.
That's
Secretly.
true.
Yeah.
There's a
You have to
little
go
bit
to
of
the
that
bathroom.
that happens in the near the beginning of the book.
Oh.
Damn it, there was something on the tip of my tongue.
What color was
I
it?
lost it.
I'd rather not say.
I'd like to hear something. I'd like to hear more about the racism in this book.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Sildrari totally dunk on humans all the time.
Yeah.
Speciesism, or however the hell you say that word.
Same
Speciesism.
thing.
Are you
Same.
championing? Are you like,
Same.
what's wrong with humans? What's wrong with us?
Yeah.
You're doing wrong.
Yeah, that actually is my attitude. What the
Are you
what the fuck,
defending
Arnold?
us?
What
We're
the
the
fuck?
go against humans. You like bears?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? I'm human.
Well,
No, you're
We're, you
not.
know,
None of
we're
us
like
are
sneaky
human,
and
Jeff.
deceitful because we can hide our emotions. That's
Oh, is that
basically
it?
our
Mm.
original.
Liars. We're fucking
Pack
liars.
of dishonest
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
I do love this power fantasy that you're talking about. Though.
We're
I mean,
a pack of dishonest motherfuckers, basically.
it's true. I love this idea of this little wristwatch gadget power fantasy thing. It's kind of like a lot of these novels that I see are the ultimate like, oh god, I wish I had that. How many things? Sorry, I don't mean to ask questions, but I'm curious
ask
on it.
questions.
Well, how many things in this novel were like a bit of a, oh god, I wish I had that when you came up with them? Because to me, and similarly to Annie, as she said, having that is a bit of a, and I've read some of these novels where people are writing about these things that they wish they had. Is there anything that came to mind that was so satisfying to write, aside from the food, that just felt like it was getting off your chest,
Like a
I
bra.
think a lot of the cultural quirks with the Sildrari, because I find a lot of stuff in Western cultures just doesn't make logical sense. So I was like, okay, how can I fix this but also apply it to a really weird alien race?
Right.
That's
It's really
great.
cool. I was explaining earlier, like how much more interesting, like at least the reverse harems that I've come across are than like just harem. Like it's just a totally different ball game. It's I love how you go into the different kinds of like relationships and what is like completely like totally irrelevant and like almost impossible to understand to Sildrari. That's like a total norm for humans, and I can relate to a lot of that stuff, so that's fun. I feel vindicated as I'm like narrating this,
But that's wonderful. I think that's such a fantastic story that when you're reading it, you feel powerful just as
I'm
the
like,
author did.
I'm a Sildrari. That's what's been going on with me this whole
But that's-
time.
And that's to me, that's exactly what I'm trying to, that the power fantasy, like in which way, those are the ways that you got to sort of sow your oats and kind of be like, yes, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I want to like,
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool. Nothing feels more therapeutic than getting to write, a story like that to sort of talk through those fantasies and have them come to fruition.
I know I connect with it a lot, and I like the different, the many different sexes of Sildrari.
Yes. That was basically me being like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, but this is interesting too. But also over here, this is really cool too. So what if I just take all this and mash it together and see what happens and see what kind of culture springs from it? Because I basically started with the idea that I wanted aliens. And then I decided on ocean-based aliens. So I started looking at different like deep sea creatures and whatnot from Earth and how I could incorporate that, which is where like the glowing mood ring stuff came from. And then I was like, well, there's all sorts of weird stuff that goes on with the reproduction of sea life. Like just the easy example being male seahorses being the ones that get pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, and clownfish. My God.
Mm-hmm.
The clownfish are all born male. And then like as they get like as you feed them and they get stronger, they become female.
Yeah.
And then like you like and then they become like the dominant clownfish, and then the male comes in and like the females. It's so fascinating. And it doesn't turn into a female until you take the other female away. Then it can like grow and become the top. Which is very similar. I mean, like as far as hierarchies go, that's definitely the case in this book.
Mm-hmm.
How does that science work with clownfish? Like because they're weak, they can only produce the smaller gametes, But
I
then
don't-
once they're bigger, they are able to produce the larger
They're
gametes.
fucking
I have
clowns,
no
man.
idea. It's crazy
Life
though.
finds a way. Life finds a way. Although this conversation does remind me a lot of Laura Dern in that movie, where she's like, "Dinosaur eat man, woman inherits the earth," which is like one of the fucking best lines of Jurassic. Was there anything in the book that you were like kind of nervous about, that you put in and you're kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that, or you know what I mean? Or was it all
Yeah. So there were a few things which I ran by close friends of mine, because there were a few things with the main character that I didn't want anyone who's like a plural system, which, you know, dissociative identity disorder. I didn't want that to get confused with this trait of Alara, because I don't want to upset anyone in that regard. And I knew that with the way Alara would black out and have memory issues, some people might take that wrong. So I ran that by one of my friends who has DID. And then there's also the whole thing with the Sildrari having more than binary sexes. I wanted to make sure that I didn't upset anyone with my approach to that, because I wanted to take the inclusive route with it. I didn't want to, you know, make it seem like a joke or like a fetishist thing or anything like that. I wanted it to be a very like serious, this is just who these aliens are. This is how they evolved.
That's awesome. And it's tough sometimes to walk that line, because sometimes you want to honor this idea, but you worry about people thinking it's satirizing it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, consulting with someone is such a smart move, and frankly, not enough people do it. You know, just to be like, hey, like, does this? I don't want to be insensitive about this, but I want to include it because it's important. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. That's one of my pet peeves, like as an author, when I'm like, you know, just looking at author groups, either on social media or Discord or whatever, is you'll see people ask these really important questions in the author groups, and either other authors will be really dismissive of it, like it doesn't matter just because it's fiction, or people will ask it there and there's no one that can actually answer the question in that specific community. So they just go with whatever it was that was on their mind, instead of looking for someone who can actually answer those questions for them.
Yeah, you have to have it from an informed source, somebody who might be going through it, somebody who's experiencing that. Otherwise, if you're like, you know, if you're writing a story about somebody who's dealing with something and you ask just a regular white dude who has nothing in common with that protagonist, hey, James, do you think this is cool if I do with this? And they're like, yeah, man, it's totally cool. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
actually a really good example of something that I make sure that I ask for feedback from friends on. Is I will sometimes write from the male perspective, and I have written sex scenes from the male perspective before
to get their approval. And then
yeah,
stop it.
I'm like, okay, so this is how all of that actually works, right?
It's good. That's really good. That's awesome. The penis does it kind of wraps around the other penis, right? And it kind of has like a finger trap
Fully
scenario.
prehensile. A lot of people know that. Right?
Very prehensile, right?
It takes some preparation, but you can get there.
Oh yeah.
You lift with it for 5 minutes a day, right?
Hey, just works. It's great. No, that's important though. Having, again, you know, for that exact reason, you want to be informative and show these things, but you don't want to be part of the problem, filling more, you know, issues in an already frankly saturated market with people misunderstanding stuff like this. It sounds really exciting. I'm excited to read it.
And even if there's like tropes that are in common, you can let like it comes from a far more real place, and you're like, well, they did the same thing, but like this is well informed.
Yeah,
it's kind of
exactly.
We're gonna have a great night, baby.
That's a really good mental image.
Remember Naked Gun? You ever watch the Naked Gun where they're wearing like full body condoms?
Yes.
Oh,
Full
man.
body condom.
I haven't seen that movie since I was like 4.
Oh man, that'd be worth a rewatch. I'll bet it stands the test of time.
It somewhat does. OJ is a main character in it, so he went through a bit of a tumultuous period. No, but he's still great in it. And I mean, Leslie Nielsen is a Canadian, so he's part of our like. We watched that in school.
I just want to. I want to watch the national anthem scene again at the very least.
That's right. Yeah, it's a good scene. All of his movies are so good.
Wasn't he like a
Alright.
super serious actor? Then
Oh,
he hit
yeah,
a certain
yeah,
age and was like, I'm just going to do dumb shit. And that like
That's-
sold the most.
If you ever want a really inspirational little video, watch him on any of those talk shows, like Johnny Carson, whenever. He would always bring a little fart machine and he put it in his pocket. Because the thing is, the
How
way Leslie
inspiring.
Nielsen tells a joke is he never tells a joke. He says it serious. Every one of his lines is delivered serious. Doesn't matter. Watch any of his movies. He's always being serious, and people
Right.
laugh at him. That's what's so
Yeah.
fucking good about him.
It is good. That is good. That's a great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's a great trait. A great quality.
Speaking of
Sure.
that, if you've seen Schitt's Creek, there is a scene at the very end of the series that the mother Moira. I don't want to spoil it because the thing happens. It's cool, but like the way she acts it out is the most impressive comedic acting I've ever seen.
Really?
Oh. The
I mean,
mom in
Catherine
Schitt's
O'Hara
Creek.
is-
Yeah, she's
She's
so
the
good.
best.
She's
the
so
best.
famous. I love all of those Christopher Guest films.
Yes.
You've seen
God. Yes.
Waiting for Guffman and Mighty Wind and fucking they're all so
Best
good.
in show.
It's
Bonnie,
called
you can just
docking.
say
That's the
that.
word I was thinking. Docking. Yeah, you're right. That's docking.
So Bonnie, have you tried? You like cooking. You're very imaginative in your. You like to try new things. Have you made any attempts at cooking one of these dishes or making one of these drinks that you describe? You know.
So kind of. I've got a folder on my computer where I have several Word documents for things I want to figure out the recipe for. And I've just kind of been adding to that over time. I started that with Deck of Souls because people really, really, really wanted the like crepe meat breakfast wrap thing.
Oh, God,
like
yes.
I got so many comments.
I wanted that so bad. I wanted it. And
Can
I
you
also
share that
wanna
with
do
me?
that.
I would love to try and figure those out.
I also
Yeah, I
wanna
will.
do, sorry, I think my roommate's downstairs and I didn't realize it. I was like, what's
Cooking
in
crate.
my house?
Something smells good.
Is this an intruder? I'm busy.
So the cake, what was the like? It was like part shortbread, part cake with raspberry.
Oh
filling,
yeah.
like, oh, it sounded so good. What was
Yeah,
that?
I
don't
need
quite
to
remember
make
it, but
that.
Damn, that sounded good.
You
That
should
sounds
have
like a
a
good
recipe book
texture.
going alongside, like a little PDF with like some, recipes from
Really
the book.
should. You
Yeah,
really
I've
should do
gotten
that.
so many comments about the food descriptions in my books, or I'll get DMs or emails sometimes about it, and they're like, "Hey, do you have a recipe for that?
I
You should
mean,
put that in the back of the book." And I'm
you
like,
totally should.
"I
You can tell-
should. I
definitely, you can
don't,
tell-
but I should."
Bonnie's
Did you
cookbook.
ever read that book, Like Water for Chocolate?
I have not.
It's a great book.
Seems like a
and
bad trade
it's
though.
like magical like recipes that sort of made supernatural things happen. It's a wonderful book. But there was a recipe for each dish at the end of the chapter.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The stream loves food. We got
Yeah.
American Fork. We got now
Gary
just
Simmons
food.
once.
I think everyone's
Lemon
hungry,
bread.
right?
Yeah.
That's just what we're saying.
And I've been
Um,
binge watching MasterChef recently, and I look at my chapters that I've been working on, and I'm just like, oh god, it's bleeding in.
What should I name this character? Okay, Gordon and Ramsay walk to the. Oh shit! Is it OG MasterChef or the junior or I don't know? There's probably another
It's
one. Right?
OG. I started at season 4, and I'm like on season 6 now.
I
They
I
both
started
have very
watching-
different Gordon Ramsays.
Yeah. I love Kitchen Nightmares, like old school Ramsay. I hate whatever he is in now. I watched a bit of the MasterChef Junior, but the Great British Bake Off is the one I spent most of my food watching time on.
So good.
But Paul
So-
Hollywood is such a
I hate
fuck.
to derail this conversation, guys.
Sorry.
Bonnie, about the book. I just want to know if you're actually 2/3 into the second book. How do I put this? Have I had the opportunity to have the full experience of
Sildrari hospitality.
Sildrari hospitality?
Yes.
Yes.
All
That's all
right.
I needed to know.
Now full round of applause.
Come Congratulations.
Break out the
had
body
sex.
condom.
Sildrari Bake Off.
There we go.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, for joining us.
Thank you, Bunny.
Thanks for having me.
That's Song of the Depths. Everyone, watch out on Audible. It's coming out
It's
any
coming.
day.
It's coming. It's coming.
Any day. Any day now. If you just can't wait, I put the link to the Kindle version in the chat, and I have to say one other thing. When I was a kid, I always confused Leslie Nielsen with John Donahue. So,
I'm
Bonnie,
glad you
thank
said that.
so
That
much.
was important information.
I don't know who
I
Jon
don't know who John Donahue is.
Oh,
Yeah, me neither.
He was a talk show host.
Ooh.
He's a talk show host, and I kind of doesn't. He just another guy with white hair. You know, that's it.
Google
That's
just says, "Did you mean John Donahue?"
Donahue?
No person. You made it.
Anyone who's a '90s kid from the U.S. should remember who that is. I don't know. Anyway, Bonnie, you were great. And thank you so much for coming and telling us all about Song of the Depths. Everyone watch out for her new audiobook coming out any second.
That's awesome.
Any moment now.
Later, Bonnie.
Nice
Soon.
meeting you, Bonnie.
Later.
Nice meeting you.
Bye, Bon Bon.
Bye-bye.
All right. Now it's time for, do we want to do Gary's games last, or do we want to do Gary's games now and do
Let's play Who the Fuck is John Donahue?
Okay. We need a screenshot.
It's me and
from
Harlan guessing.
Mr. Ahmed.
Clearly,
John-
Gary and I,
Ahmed-
Canadians
Ahmed-
and
Ahmed, you know who John Donahue is.
There we go. Annie, do you know who John
Ahmed
Donahue is?
answering only in
No,
buzzers.
I don't. I'm
Did you have a
frantically
picture
trying
of
to
a
look him up
man on
right
your
now
TV
on my iPhone
Me too. It just says,
under the
"Did you mean-"
radar.
Yeah. Did you mean John O'Donohue? It's like,
Maybe
Maybe I.
John O'Donohue. That's pretty close. That's probably what it is.
No,
John O'Donohue.
this is
he's like an Irish
him.
poet or something.
There is a John Donahue.
I'm
who's a
sorry,
CEO
Phil
of Nike.
Donahue.
Phil
Phil
Donahue.
Donahue.
Phil Donahue.
Phil Donahue. Same.
Fuck is
Yes.
Phil Donahue.
Yeah,
John
he's still
Downs a
a
Hugh.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, who's
Phil
that?
Donahue show.
No, I do know Phil. I'm
The
familiar with Phil.
first talk show format that incled audience participation. So
Oh,
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
like,
look at this. This is totally like Leslie
Almost
Nielsen.
like Leslie.
Yeah,
Nielsen.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So he is the grandfather of Jerry
Sounds
Springer.
like Leslie Nielsen
Okay.
too, doesn't he?
Maybe.
They all do.
I'm like having a soundbite of his voice right now, but it might just be Leslie Nielsen.
Phil Donahue. Phil Donahue. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to misgender him. Okay, so let's move on to
You didn't.
You don't know.
let's move on to okay. We have what was the damn request for
The
troll poll?
Hunters Paralogue.
The Hunters Paralogue. Okay, anybody?
Deus
You guys
Ex
get that? You guys get that email?
There you
This
That's right.
person here is the Hunters Paralogue. Look at how scary that white-haired man is.
Hunters
go. I got it.
Paralogue.
We're in the Sirens Brew Inn and Pub. Inn and Pub.
In and pub. In and pub.
All right, you guys all got the email, right? Look at
got
that. Okay, that's a dope cover. I can't
That's
really make
nice.
fun of it. I can't really make fun of it. I usually make fun of covers with requests.
Pretty badass.
Gary Simmons. Did you just assume his name? Yes, I did. Okay, so we have a really cool picture with like lame text. I'll say that. It does have a little bit lame of what do you call it? Typography. Bonnie, you need to call this dude up and fix it for him.
Deus Ex Deathtrap.
Fix that!
It doesn't really
How does
make
that
sense,
work?
does it? Like Deus Ex doesn't mean God of, so it's like
Well,
God of the Death Trap.
God in.
Yeah.
God
in.
in.
Death Trap.
Yeah.
It's like a play on Deus Ex Machina, which is the whole
God
like,
of the Machine or God of the Machine or something.
yeah, like a god comes in and is like, you can't write
The
yourself
last
out of this
minute.
corner. I'll do it.
So it's like in the old roguelikes where you would like step on a trap and then it would just instantly kill you. And you had no recourse. You couldn't even drink a potion or anything. And then
Yeah.
your run's over, right? Or you
Isn't that
accidentally
just a death
like
trap? What does Deus
I mean,
Ex add to that though? That's
a
just a
very
death trap.
Bad death trap.
it's poorly written.
It's still a death trap, though, right? Death trap is a death trap by definition.
It sounds cool. Deus Ex Deathtrap.
Kind of.
I like it.
I think so. I think this is just a more extreme death trap.
I like
It's
it.
like a death trap you have no chance of getting around. Or, another thing that the damn roguelikes used to do is you would, encounter like a god or something, and they would just smite you. That's actually probably more apt than a trap.
I think I've only played Shovel Knight or Rogue Legacy. Is that Rogue Legacy or roguelike?
None of those are the classic roguelikes. I'm talking about ASCII. I'm talking about ASCII graphics. You guys.
I lost a lot.
Played the ASCII graphics, roguelikes.
Yeah,
ASCII?
but
Come on. Anyone? Wait, Harlan, you did?
I played a lot of DOS games and stuff. I grew up on PC, so all my stuff is PC stuff. Gary and I are very similar. We're interchangeable. Except he's Irish.
Okay.
You're interchangeable.
Or
okay. So
yeah, we only really need one of you, Jeff.
All right, bye guys. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
We both just log off at the same time.
All right. So what are we gonna do with this one?
Let's cast the.
I haven't. He didn't give us. I don't think he gave us any directions for the characters or anything like that.
No, there is at the start.
Are there?
Yeah,
there's
the first page.
Leah, Theron, Havron, Mag.
Oh, I see.
Lenostris and Jeff.
Oh, I think Annie should probably play that character.
Jeff.
Stuck up waiter.
I'll be Theron. Oh wait, no. I'll be Havron. Wait. Yeah, I'll be Theron.
Okay.
Dwarven warrior, Scottish accent.
I'll be your friend, Havron.
Okay, I think Annie should also play Leah. She's a necromancer. I don't think Annie's ever played a necromancer before.
Confident, loud, and presently leads the crew.
You're gonna be Lenostris, Jeff.
Who's Lenostris? Reincarnated deity possessing an elf as his chosen avatar. Okay, whose journey to understand the world around him and develop his godly designation amidst the chaos of the story. Witty, confident, and experienced in life. All right. So, okay.
I'm Leah and Jeff.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Theron and what? Mag?
Mag?
Mag? Or do you want someone else to be Mag? I don't care.
City Elmir. Wait, which one's Mag? Human combustion mage. Very chipper and polite. Can become a bit flustered in combat. Okay, you're already Theron, right?
Yeah, if you want to take Mag, I'll take Sif. So I'll be Havron and Sif.
Havron and Sif.
A waitress.
There's 7 people here.
Yeah, so I guess I will be Mag. I'll be Mag, and I'll be Lenostris.
Who's going to narrate this thing?
Okay, and we will take turns. We will take turns narrating, and it's time for the audience to start giving us accents.
Please
so I'm just Theron then? I'm just Theron.
Do you want to be Sif as well?
Oh wait, I thought.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, you're Theron and
Mag. Okay. Who's Mag?
Jeff said he's going to take Mag.
Okay.
I'll just be Theron. Maybe he has a big
okay.
I'll be Havron and Sif.
Harlan, you can start narrating, and once we get an accent from the audience, we'll tell you what accent to narrate in.
Okay.
Is this the first?
What drunk?
Oh, wait,
Scottish.
this is. Oh, I'm sorry. The narrator is Lenostris. So why don't you take?
There you go.
You can take Mag too. I'll just be Lenostris. So Annie is a necromancer.
Romancer of necks.
She likes the necks.
Yeah, she likes the necks. Not accent, but mode.
American from the South.
No, we don't want a really annoying one. He says, as if you're a child doing the pee-pee dance. That's not.
Oh, he said American from the South.
American.
Aggressively
Okay.
so.
I like aggressively
Don't want a
Southern.
really annoying one?
No. Aggressively. Okay, we're getting Southern a lot. So guys, keep the accents coming because Ahmed is going to start hitting the buzzer. And when he hits the buzzer, I'm changing my character.
Okay, so shall we assume that we go by author's direction until Ahmed hits the buzzer, then we go by audience?
Yes.
Let's do it.
We'll do it that way, except we already got plenty of audience stuff.
Aggressively
All right, so you guys can also request accents for the other characters, but you have to be specific in the comments who you want
That's one accent, by the way, Nakani. Russian, French, Indian. There's one accent.
Oh shit! Welsh. See,
let's do Welsh. It's so fucking hard.
It's really difficult. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick with Southern. I'm gonna go Southern for now, and then Ahmed, when you want someone to change, you hit the buzzer and then you click the chat. You click the person's comment that you, and so it'll appear, and so we'll see who's changing the accent to what. Got it?
Good.
Ahmed, please confirm.
Oh no, something bad happened.
There we go.
Oh, Ahmed's died.
I thought he was dead.
Moving over to the other side of the establishment, it was clear to see we did not beat the rush. The majority of the tables were filled with people happily eating and gossiping about their lives. Despite such, Theron had already made up his mind, and the rest of us were decidedly not inclined to contest.
Leave it to Theron to find an inn with a built-in pub,
Mag said with a look of amusement.
Not that I'm complaining. I could use a good meal. No disrespect to Havron's lovely cooking.
The combustion mage then gave him a wink. Havron replied with a tilt of his head, as if to say, "None taken."
Taken.
Oh, yeah.
So long as there's mugs are deep and they're drinking plenty, you can count me in.
Theron replied, passing the necromancer as he made his way inside.
Man, here I was expecting you'd be wanting some milk and cookies.
Havron poked with a slight curl at the corner of his mouth. We talking about the same dwarf here? I imagine then his name would be Theron Rumblebelly instead of its present allocation, I added. This got me a quick glare from the dwarf as we trailed in behind him. Our group found ourselves in front of Chinese Australia.
What the hell is that?
All right, here goes.
I'm just gonna be okay.
I'm just gonna go Australia.
Hard.
Same.
This got me a quick glare from the dwarf as we trailed in behind him. Our group found ourselves in front of yet another podium.
That's just Chinese.
That's just Chinese. I'm trying to.
Gotta pick a vowel and then go horde Australian on that.
This one, however, was manned by a short elvish woman with short black hair. Sorry, I got it. Oh, her features were striking to the eyes in a way that captivated you. As we closed in, she gave us a cheerful smile. The elf's name tag reading.
Welcome to the Sirens Brew. May I ask him in here in your party?
She asked me, I was a Theron. Okay.
She asked, eyes meeting with Theron.
5 if that works for you.
The gruff dwarf responded, head nudging to indicate the rest of us.
Sounds perfect. There's a bit of a wait considering the time. Would 10 minutes be okay? That's not Australian.
Sif responded, the head tilting slightly to the side with the said question.
Of course. We'll be sitting down on these benches if it's all right. Come grab us when you're ready.
Theron said with a toothy grin, likely put in good spirits by the prospect of another drink. Sif affirmed the decision.
You did really good, Jeff.
I think you hit it. I think you did get there, actually.
I think I did get there. Okay.
That's impressive.
Sif affirmed the decision. And our lot, I am not good at Jamaican, just going to put it out there. And our lot made itself comfy for a short period.
Can we just move along?
we can.
Another one there, Ahmed.
Okay, he wants me to keep going. He wants me to keep going. Okay.
All right.
Welsh. Okay. Most of my time was passed with Theron. His plan was to test my resolve with yet another. It's like Irish drinking round. I didn't believe such would be a good plan just before meeting the Merchant Guild. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to lift a finger.
If you have too much, old friend, I doubt the Merchant Guild would react to your increased charm.
Havron said as he gave Theron a speculative glance. There we go.
Fair.
A little bit better.
I'll be sure not to go overboard.
He replied with a grunt. A short period later, Sif ushered us to a large round table with chairs neatly tucked in. After we were all seated, Sif handed us our menus and told us the waiter would be with us momentarily and hurried off to assist other patrons as we perused the entrees Entrees? When should I
Entries.
roll the R's?
Entries.
Entrees.
Entries?
Un, deux,
No,
trois.
it's entrees.
Irish. Okay. I can kind of do this one. I noticed a few differences from the food back home. Things like chimera tenderloin and elven shortbread, to name a few. My browsing interrupted by an ahem. In front of us stood a rather short waiter with pale skin, permed wavy brown hair, and an air about him that just screamed asshole. His name tag read Jeff, naturally.
Welcome. Welcome to the Sirens Brew. My name is Jeff, and I'll be your waiter this evening,
he said with an air of haughtiness. His eyes looked over each of us with disdain. Either the lad was having quite the bad day, or he was just a natural prick. My vote was gone for the latter of the two.
Oh, what would you like to drink?
For me, I'll have an ale, whatever's in season at the moment, I said with a nod. Leah pointed to me, gesturing the same for herself. The remainder of the table settled on cider, aside from Theron, who took a keen interest in their griffin's blood, which sounded just wrong to me. Darren, on the other hand, had a wild grin displayed across his face.
This hair sounds pretty good. Says it's strong enough to make your chest hair grow. Chest makes that your break.
The dwarf said as he closed his menu.
Theron, no. It's too early in the day for heavy drinking.
Havrin ham-fistedly chimed in.
Theron, yes,
roared the
wait.
dwarf, his sentiment being echoed by Leah, who pumped her arm into the air excitedly.
Whose side are you on, lass?
Havrin questioned, his eyes moving to look skeptically to the necromancer.
The side of the drinking, of course!
Leah replied as she elbowed Theron cheerily. In turn, the gruff dwarf's smile grew wider, and the two cheered together.
Melgol!
All right.
Jesus.
During the entire exchange, Jeff simply stood there with an expression of clear existential terror. I could almost hear the lad saying,
Oh God. This is my life now.
Okay, Midwestern American, don't you know? That's not Midwestern, man. That is
Midwestern is a don't you know? I can't.
Is that North?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
northern.
like Fargo.
Like
Well, it's
Fargo.
gonna be like a Chicago. It's gonna be more like a Chicago.
Yeah.
Same to me.
I don't know. I can't tell.
I
you
gotta
the
think
difference
of.
between any of them.
Well,
They're all just like these little
Don't you know?
pink kind of
right.
kind of people.
All American to me.
Yeah.
American.
Where are we at? He quickly rushed off, presumably to procure our beverages.
Is it just me, or is every stuck-up little shit named Jeff?
Theron asked as he eyed the man's departure.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's you, Jeff.
It's you, Jeff.
Is it? Oh,
Little shit.
I've known only one other, and we both know how that went, I replied with a knowing look. My notice then shifted to the questioning gazes of both Leah and Mag. Long story short, another guy named Jeff recently wanted to rumble at a bar. I convinced them to reconsider. This explanation seemed to sate them a bit. At least, that was my guess, judging by their bemused looks.
Heh, with a well-placed kick you did.
Havrin chimed in, the two girls chuckling a bit at the inclination. Our conversing was cut short by the return of our favorite waiter. The guy passed us each our beverages of choice, taking our orders, before retreating back to the kitchen right after. Theron's drink looked just a bit more sparkly than I was expecting. Of course, we had... Oh, Jesus.
You fuck.
Oh, man. All right. Of course,
Fush
we had
and chops.
no fish and
Fush and chops.
chups. Fush and chips. Ah, Jesus.
I don't know, man.
All right.
No
all right, all
fish
right.
and chips, it's fish and chops.
Zealand.
I mean, someone said Jeff sounds like a Karen. Karens are all from Wisconsin, right?
That is science.
That is science. Okay.
There might be a few in the South.
It's the waiter.
No.
He's there already taking
Okay.
points. Great service. One.
We had no chance to ask the waiter, as he had already taken off once more. Grade A service, that one.
That's you.
It's you again.
It's supposed to be that pretty looking. I asked as I took an experimental sip of my own drink, contented. I took a deeper swig.
Not sure. But let's give it a try.
The gruff dwarf replied. He then lifted the mug to his lips and took a drink. Bits of sparkles coloured his beard as he lowered the drink.
Tastes a bit too pretty and sweet, I'd say. Otherwise, not too bad.
Yet he took another swig. Jeff then came rushing out from the kitchen with a flustered expression.
I'm terribly sorry, but there may have been a drink mix up. I think you may be drinking the unicorn's dream rather than what you ordered.
This beckoned the question. If Theron had someone else's drink, who had his? The question was answered, but a moment later, as a blonde-haired female elf behind us flopped out of a chair. Right? Okay. Is there? Do we want to finish off the last
line?
with a different?
Yes. For the
last
last line, Dick Van Dyke trying to have an English accent and Mary Poppins.
Ooh,
Wait, say that
easy.
again?
It's just a bad English accent.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh man, how did that go?
Bad woman's face fall too red, right?
Bad Cockney. Bad Cockney.
The worst you
okay.
can do.
The woman's face was far too. Now I'm like doing the New Zealand thing again.
You talk like this, didn't ya? Talk like this, my friend.
Talk like this. The woman's face was far too red for her light complexion.
Here we go.
I guess that answered that one, eh?
Mary Poppins.
I think that like all of these accents completely jumbled everything in my mind to where I didn't even know what a Cockney accent sounded like.
Oh
anymore.
man, yeah. As a young lad, I never knew that was
jumbled.
a bad
I
Cockney
got
accent.
off
Me
easy
neither.
too. I was like, poor Jeff. Like I said, poor Jeff to myself like 50 times.
The waiter, though, right?
Dude, I was starting to get into that Chinese Australian though. I'm
You had a
like,
bit of
I
stride
missed
had
there.
it
Yeah.
nailed by the
I
end. I was like,
missed
that's
it. I'm missing it now.
I mean-
I didn't want to try
need-
for it, but I appreciate that you went for it.
yeah.
Just channel your inner Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger. Oh, dude, that's one of my favorite
So funny.
YouTube channels.
It's so funny.
Good job, everyone.
Good job, everyone, especially the audience, for giving us good accents to work with. I want to see more of that Chinese Australian stuff, right? Like just mix two things that should just make us as embarrassed as possible.
French, German.
French, German. Well, that's kind of easy though. That's kind of easy because they're pretty similar.
Easy.
He did. That's true. He had to get accent training to kind of get his English accent back. I thought he was Australian, but he
Wow.
wasn't.
That's amazing.
Gary Oldman's too good.
He
And
is.
we're basically like Gary Oldman. So.
We're
Fuck
all
Gary
Gary Oldman.
We're all a little bit of Gary Oldman. Shut up, Ahmed. I'm Gary
Oh,
Oldman.
Gary Oldman enough.
I'm Gary Oldman, man. Come on.
Hi, I'm
Which Gary Oldman are you? You're
I'm
like
the one from True
professional Gary
Romance
Oldman?
that's got the scar, and he's like, "I'll fuck with you." He pushes the fucking thing back and forth. No,
He's in True Romance. I still haven't seen True Romance.
You never seen True
I'll be
Romance?
the one from Fifth Element.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's the easy
I'm
one.
Dracula. I'm
I
Dracula
say they're
first.
the thing that's a thing.
Sail.
Oh,
now.
Dracula. That's a good one.
I'll be a boring one. I'll be Commissioner Gordon.
I mean, my favorite Gary Oldman is probably Leon the Professional,
Yeah.
where he's like fucking like
I'm not the
everyone. Crazy dude.
Yeah.
What a great actor.
Remixed is more of a
watched
Gary
that
Youngman.
movie so many times with this like irrational hope that it was going to end differently.
Oh yeah, him rolling over with the
The little
grenade.
girl and the hitman go off together and be in love.
Apparently, it had a very different storyline when it was originally written by Luc Besson. It was way more like French
the
auteur
international
cinema.
version is like
Yeah.
30 minutes longer, and it's basically all of the racier aspects of their relationship are cut out of it. Basically,
Yeah, I have a
much better film.
poster of Leon in my bathroom downstairs, so I can look at it while I'm peeing. That's what I want to look at. Jean Reno.
God, me too.
Good actor. That dude's underrated. Except for Ronan. I hated Ronan. Do you guys ever see Ronan?
Came
I like
out
to
when
bring
I was
Godzilla.
when I was Natalie Portman's like age, like in the film, and I was just like, oh, please let this happen to me.
Please let
Like,
them end
please
up
let
together.
me have my family all killed by a DA guy, and then I meet a
wanna smoke
hot
cigarettes.
hitman, and he takes me under his wing, and we fall in love, but we don't ever cash the check because we know I'm too young, but we're waiting.
Many young fantasies, I'm sure, went this same way.
Oh hell yeah!
Jean Reno's a handsome dude. He hasn't done anything in a while.
Oh Jean Reno.
He was in Godzilla. Doesn't
Talk
matter.
about a bad
Godzilla.
accent. He's supposed to be Italian in that movie. He's like, no, I'm Flea Tuesday. He's like just not. He like hasn't changed his French accent at all.
Because he
He's kinda
doesn't
like
need
Arnold,
to.
right?
Yeah, he's too
You
cool.
know, they're like,
He's
this is
"Fuck
this is.
this."
Arnold is American though, Jeff.
Oh,
He's
so
from
Jean
America.
Reno
Born and
now,
bred.
I'm sure.
Born and bred.
Cornbread.
It's true.
All right,
It's all
so-
an act.
Our other
Wowzers.
request is the 5Ds of Dodgeball, and I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do with it. Like, what does that even mean for that to be?
I don't know if I have that.
What is
What's the
5D? What are
5
we
Ds of
talking about
Dodgeball?
right now?
Well, okay,
I
let
don't
me
know
see.
what this
Let me
is.
see if there's any actual details as to what we're supposed to do with that.
I mean,
Hey,
that's
Hank
a
Azaria.
screenshot from the movie. Should we just read it?
I don't know in what context you're
But
talking.
that's like 5
about
seconds,
this.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Did
a
they want
request.
us to do the scene? The whole scene? In which case
I
we
don't
would
know the
need
scene.
the script to do that.
Okay, so here's a.
Well, it's already 8:16. Why don't we just go to Gary's games?
Well,
We'll ruminate on the 5 Ds of Dodgeball and try to come up with something doable.
are we supposed to?
Maybe.
Okay, so I guess there's a documentary film that they watch.
Yes, there is. It's Young Patches O'Houlihan.
It's
it's a
AKA
whole-
Rich
That's it.
Morin,
Maybe
isn't it?
that's it. We just need
Yes.
to find the script of this.
Before he
Um,
went crazy.
5Ds of
He was in 30
Dodgeball.
Rock. You watch 30 Rock?
I've definitely not seen
it's
him
good.
in it.
Oh, he plays the head boss, Jack's boss. He's funny.
Oh.
What am I
Wozers.
looking at now? That's right, Timmy. Oh, this is
Okay.
a script.
Okay, what? Yeah, I think actually Annie had a good idea. Let's go ahead and. Oh, you found the script.
I can't read that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's a little better, yeah.
Okay, Annie, do you want to be the little boy?
Uh-huh.
By opium addicted Chinaman. Oh my god, I want to say that, like in context, please. Okay. All right. We're Annie. Hey, I'm quarter Chinese. I can say it. Fuck you. Let's see.
Yeah, you're the one that's gonna say it. That's right.
That's right. That's right. I'm the announcer. Okay. The smell of queef in the morning. I feel like we're too far up.
Is there a way we can get this? Because
If you master the 5Ds, Queerbait, go ahead. Hold on. I keep going. I think there is that. I don't think that's where the documentary starts.
Yeah, there's no rudeness, I don't think. There might be like old-timey racism in the old bit, but there's no like queer bait. That's definitely old Rip Thorne.
Queerbait,
Okay,
go
Dodger,
ahead.
right? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Dodge
keep going.
wrench, dodge a ball, yeah.
Here we go. Movie script.
Is it? No, but I do.
Do it anyway. Yeah,
Hi,
that's
the
not
same
bad.
old you. Can I be the top guy? Oh, you wanted to be the top guy. I want to do an old timey like
dive, dodge,
Hank
dodge,
Azaria.
dive, dodge.
You
I've
guys
got
know, okay, can I tell you something really, can I give you a little like anecdote
Yes.
about why this is making me so uncomfortable? So when I did the Jeff Goldblum gigs, one of the funny things is that you don't know what jokes you're being handed. So everything is a cold reading. And so at the Rockwell Table and Stage one night in Los Angeles, I remember, like, I see the guy,
Was I
John.
there for this?
You weren't at, I don't think you were at this one.
Okay.
But John, the guy who sort of like gives us makes the jokes and gives them to us, he's at the side of the stage and I can see him. He's like, no, I'm not gonna give this joke to Jeff, you know. And he's like, here, you read this one. I'm like, okay, you know, it's like one of the first times like I've been given like some extra, you know, something extra to do. So I read this joke and it ends up being like some kind of Pearl Harbor joke having to do, it's like all at once somehow insulting Jewish people and Chinese people at the same time.
no.
And I'm saying the word Chinaman.
Oh no!
And I'm like, the Chinaman. And then
I don't like this. I don't like it.
at the end of the show, this young Chinese American man comes up to me and he's like fuming. And he's like,
Oh,
no.
you know that is not
The preferred nomenclature.
a good word to say. Like, that is rude. That hurts people's feelings. I was like, I do know that. I've never seen the joke before in my life. I swear. And I promise you, I'm going to tell the person who handed me that joke, you know, that this happened. But, you know, there are people in the audience filming with their iPhones and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, how could you do this to me, John?
Terrible.
And here we are.
Unrelated
again,
note,
you know.
Annie's a racist, just so we know that.
Yeah, so, you know, give me all the right
word.
slurs
That
to
sucks.
say.
That sucks. Was the person understanding at least? Were you like honestly
Not really. Not really. He was not really appeased. He was pissed off.
I mean, that's fair. I mean,
it's just
I would've
it's
clapped
a
him for you.
reality. It's a reality. There are people that feel that way about.
If
that.
I were
Just-
there, if I were your handler at that moment, I'd just bitch slapped him and like, dude,
just slap. That's the best idea. You
Bitch
know,
slap.
I
That's
find
the
that
best way
term
to
really
deal with
offensive.
that.
Slap.
It's the best way to deal with people who've been triggered by
also-
something that is related to a traumatic event in their life.
being
But
a
you know,
weak Chinaman, I'm a strong.
I will
Chinaman
say,
fan.
I will say it depends on the context. Like if this is a comedy show and like they
Yeah.
came to a stand-up, then there is a bit of a leave stuff at the door because you are kind of entering the idea of jokes, so you have to be okay with it. But I don't know the but I don't know the context. Maybe the joke was just like a random.
That
You
guy
know?
knew enough to not give it to Jeff Goldblum. He was
That's
like, you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying.
I won't
He was
give
like,
it to
That is-
Jeff.
no, you're gonna. That's too high stakes for you. We'll give it
That
to
You know
the
what? Fuck you.
kid,
You
That
read
is
you know.
that is fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
They should
That's
have at
fucked.
least given you like an extra $200 that night.
And
You know, I
Chinaman
don't
is
think.
not
I
the
think that
preferred
he wasn't really.
nomenclature, dude.
He's thinking on his toes too. So it's not like, I'm not sure he's fully consciously running through this whole thing. You know, he's not
Probably.
maybe fully aware that this is what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
Were we not able to find the? Were we not able to find the?
But when I
actual-
talked to him about it, and he was like, "Well, I definitely don't want to. I don't. You know, I'm never intending to like full on hurt people's feelings. So, you know, I
Oh.
mean, like he was receptive to the feedback. I don't think that he expected
on.
that there would be somebody that would get that upset. You know,
Simmons sent me the script because he's a
he?
boss.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's quite short. I'll put it in a doc. Thank you, Simmons. Gary Simmons. I didn't see until right this second until you put that comment in, actually. Ah, shit. Okay, it doesn't copy well.
Quarter whiskey. Hold on, I want to see if they got my.
It
race
starts
right.
at
quarter whiskey, quarter
hate-
Chinese, half Australian. Yeah, that's that's my accent, not my blood. Okay.
Should we prep this for next time and then
Maybe.
just
Yeah,
do
let's
it?
do that.
All right,
'cause
we'll
by the
make
time we're
that-
done
we'll-
prepping it,
Yeah, it's just taking forever. Okay, so 5
But I
days
have
of
the script
Dodgeball.
thanks to Gary.
Next time, whoever requested that, you gotta send it to us, man. You gotta fight, like, you know,
fight
be
fire
more-
with fire.
Okay, so
What does
next
that mean?
time we will do the 5 Ds of Dodgeball. Justin will be here. It'll be slightly
Less
more
fun because
acceptable
I won't be here. That's fair.
right. It'll be slightly more acceptable because there will be like more minorities, right? So we can
That's
just
true.
be as racist as we want.
I'm gonna be like mysteriously unable to attend that.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be there in
know.
support of Justin.
I am.
You guys are doing great.
I'm against this idea. I think you guys, we're giving you, you know, racism passes, and so you should join in. The fun.
You might be.
I reject your pass.
As do I.
Unaccept.
I
How
don't
does this game
want
work, Gary?
All right, so we'll try.
I have a
on this.
D20 too, by the way, if I need
Oh,
one.
do you? Then you're gonna roll your own
Look,
stuff.
I have 2 sets of dice on my desk and a D20 at all times. And I have a jar of D20s.
So thank you, Ahmed, for that. That's the PDF. For some reason, it wouldn't print properly. So we have items that we're going to sell, and a weird addendum to the item. So we'll say we roll 2 ones, right? You're going to have to sell shoes, good ones, that will set you on fire.
Okay,
and
cool.
then whatever the number you roll for the third one will be in the style of, which is down here.
Oh,
so drunguncle at a party, real friendly pigeon, person with too much cheese in their mouth. That's going to be how we're going to try and do it. And if you get a 20, you have to do Boxy doing an impression of Carl. And I think whoever does that, whoever rolls that, Jeff has to do it.
I fucking missed the
I love it.
What?
instructions.
All right, who goes first? You want me to go first? I can do this.
Yeah, Harlan, you go first.
I'll watch you guys go, and then I'll try to figure out how to
I'll
do it.
Here we go. First roll items. We got a 2. I'm selling
You're gonna sell a frying pan.
Okay. Next, we're going 17. So it is completely edible. Love it.
Okay.
And in the style of, here we go. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A very sad person trying to sound happy through their tears of pure, unfiltered, but filtered. Got it. Here we go. Ready?
And
I got this.
Action.
Hi. Are you looking for something to eat while you're cooking a dinner for one over the stove? Sorry. My wife just died. The edible frying pan is something that I use alone at night. It's completely 100% cast iron, so eating it will kill you, much like I want to die, because I have nothing left in my life. It is on sale right now for free. I just don't want to die alone. Call the number on the bottom of your screen. I don't know how long the ad's supposed to be.
That's perfect. That's great.
Thank you.
All right, how many points did you get for that one?
Oh, many. Like it fits the full brief, you know.
Okay.
Many.
All right, so I think I'm gonna give him 37. I think.
Jeff, you're gonna be the point giver outer.
Right, so hold on, I gotta track here.
It's actually
37
37
is my important thing.
Okay, Harlan.
Jeff, I'm gonna roll for you next, unless you have dice.
I do not.
Jeff doesn't have to die.
Okay, I'm gonna roll all 3 at once.
And I don't want to have to go all the way down.
Here we go. Noisy dice tree.
Yes, I love this thing.
Okay. We got 2 15s. So you're selling spiked knee pads, which are a hoax, and a 14 in the style of someone trying not to frighten a wild animal while also trying to get close to it.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, so spiked knee pads.
I need to stand for this one now.
Damn.
All right.
They're knee pads that are spiked.
This one's tough.
They're a hoax, but you're trying to approach a wild animal that will run if it sees you.
Do it with an Australian accent.
Do it with an Australian accent.
Do it.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy. You see these? You see these? Oh, you know you want one of these, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, it's got no. No, it's got spikes. It's got spikes, but they're not real. Look, they're not real. You're not gonna hit anybody with them. No, don't. Oh no. Okay. All right. I'm not looking. Not looking. You can try the knee pads on. Here we go. Here we go now. Look, I'm not looking. You can try them on. It's not gonna hurt you, mate. It's not gonna hurt you. There you go. Yeah, there you are. Only $59.99. Right. Fine. You get it for $59.99 for the pair. I think you'll like them.
I think he buys them.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, bravo.
What do I get for that one? I can't give myself points.
I think you're going to get 37 as well, Jeff.
37?
37, yeah. That's apparently our top mark is 37.
Cool.
Annie, do you want to go next or shall I go next?
Either way.
Annie.
I think I've got it now.
Let's go, Annie. Right.
Annie.
Here we go. Okay, we got a 3. So you're going to be selling a shower head.
Okay.
An 18 that is brought to you by the number. No, sorry. that is dishwasher and microwave safe.
I mean, there's sex all over this.
And a 12, and you're just trying real hard to be our friend. Sorry about that. So you're selling a shower head that is dishwasher and microwave safe, and in the style of someone trying very hard to be our friend.
Okay.
These are not easy. I'm very sorry.
It sounded like, wait, 1 second. It sounded like someone had commercial music.
That was my alarm telling me it was half 8 and to go to
Man,
bed.
that would have been perfect for
Like an old man.
All right.
It's time to go to bed. Hey guys. What's up? I have some really cool in my backpack. You want to see it? Okay. You know what this is? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a shower head. Yeah. Oh, I really like your watch. It's really cool. Guess what? If it's a waterproof watch, then I can show you some tricks I know with this shower head. Oh, it's not okay. Well, I'll go over here. And then I'll show you these cool things that I can do with this shower head that it's really cheap too. Like I actually know how to get some for you for like half price of half price, because like my dad owns this really cool outlet store that has like all these really cool things. I can get lots of cool things for you for like really cheap. Like, let me show you this. Okay. First thing you can do with a shower head is like you turn it on, and then you can like write stuff with it on the ground. And then another thing you can do with it is you can wash your feet off, because like I like to walk on the beach a lot. Like it's like my favorite thing. I take long walks on the beach, like, and I live right on the ocean, and like I have like extra rooms in my house and stuff, and like I just like wash my feet off after
I think they're your best friend and they're buying it from you.
Okay.
Man, that was too fucking real.
Yeah, I feel like I've done that with people.
Really bad for myself.
Well,
right
no,
now,
mine was
guys.
I was just about to say mine was the opposite, because like immediately I was like, oh my god, I've heard people talk to me in this way many times, and I just suddenly it came like it was like a whoop moment. I was like, oh no, those people were like trying to be my friend, and I was such an asshole to them, because I've never felt that side of it.
Okay. So
you made me grow.
I didn't do the cheap shot. I didn't do the cheap shot that you all thought I was gonna do.
I just thought dishwasher safe. That's all.
Right. So wait,
fuck, I forgot about the dishwasher.
There was no microwave or dishwasher
No,
safe.
I failed.
I'm gonna dock 1 point.
1 point.
So you have
That's
36
fair.
points for that one.
36 and a half, because she sold the
Okay,
friendship really well.
I think they would have bought it and read the label.
I missed
given...
1/3 of the thing that I was supposed to do.
No, 36 and a half.
So well.
Yeah.
Like
you made me regress. You made me like realize that I was
You
terrible
changed
people.
us.
Yeah, you made me. I gotta call Adam from school, man.
I'm gonna give a roll.
All right, Gary.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I thought Harlan would have to roll for you.
Yeah, let me roll for you.
Sure. Harlan, you roll for me, please.
I'm roll for you, baby. Here we go. Ready? 11. We got Nintendo 64 in great condition.
Okay.
And you are going to have to, is brought to you by the number 5, 19. Yes. And here we go. The toughest one. Next page, please. Here we go. You're going to have to do it in the style of person with too much cheese in their mouth.
Yes. All right.
But I want you to keep taking bites as you're doing it too. Like you're still filming.
Man. Fucking number 5. Why did I put that in?
Just pretend you're in Sesame Street. It's great.
Hi guys. So I just want to talk to you today about this thing I got in my living room. You won't believe it. Oh, this is a Nintendo 64 in great condition. Like, it still plays all the games, you know, and like there's how many games I'm gonna give you like for free, like 1, no, 2. No, that's a lot, but no. 3,
That's a lot.
That's quite a few. No. 4. You're wrong again, man. 5. 5 is the answer. You're gonna get the Nintendo 64, and it's in great, like, not fantastic condition, but like it's in great condition. Like it works and shit. And you get an adapter on Amazon.com, like $15. You can play it on your HDTV, man.
Oh, good job. That brought me back as well, but for different reasons.
Oh man,
Some drunk guy trying to sell me an N64.
Very good.
It's great. It's working great, man.
Holy fucking great.
dude, the
Yeah.
way that you totally counted that, like the
Yeah.
counted that.
Yeah.
I feel like you deserve bonus points. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
say 39
That's very
on that
generous.
one.
Two extra bonus points? Whoa.
Yeah. 39
Whatever.
points.
It's coming
So
out of your paycheck again.
Gary's in the lead. Gary's in the lead. Can we do one more round?
If we're game, I'd love to do it.
Anybody else? Anyone have to go or anything?
I'm in. Let's do it. In for
Harlan,
the
I'll
pot.
roll same
Sure.
order. Harlan, Jeff, Annie, me.
All right,
do it.
let's
In
Right,
for
Harlan, I'm
me.
gonna roll for you. Oh no, do you want to roll for yourself or should I roll for you?
Oh, you roll for me. Why not?
Okay.
You enjoy it.
Number 3 keeps coming up. I got a 3 when I rolled for myself. You're not selling a shower head. I'm gonna do that again. Okay. 6. An American fork.
Perfect.
16, which is actually
Ooh.
owned by Gary Simmons.
Oh, we got it.
I don't know who Gary
And
Simmons is.
he's in the chat right now.
He's the
Oh.
most epic.
And number 12. Oh no, you're trying to be aware of that. We had that before. So 17, Bob Ross.
No. So yes, Bob Ross. Yeah.
You're
Okay.
trying to
Oh
sell
my god.
was number
I
6,
forgot.
an American fork, which
That
is
is owned by
actually
Gary
owned by
Simmons.
Gary Simmons in the style of Bob Ross.
Gary
Okay.
Simmons.
Somebody
Gary
is saying
Simmons
something
is like-
hilarious in the chat. It's probably
Got it.
Gary Simmons. That's
Yeah.
who Gary
Yes.
Simmons is.
Gary Simmons. All right, let's do this. Gary, I'm selling it to him or from that owned by
It's
him. Got it.
his.
Okay,
He
got it.
owns it, and you're
Actually,
selling to someone else.
Yeah. So he
In
Gary
the style of Bob Ross.
can't
Bob
hear me
Ross.
say this, or he'll be.
Oh yeah, that's right. Here we go. So I need like a piece of paper. Oh, I don't have any. Okay. Well, hi there, and welcome. This here right now I have is a beautiful, nice, shiny American fork. See, it's got 4 little prongs there. They're smiling, happy. Oh, they're dancing back and forth. No, I'm just kidding. Just pulling one over on you. They're not dancing. See this fork? You can do anything with it. You could put it in some spaghetti and give it a little twist, and maybe even stab a meatball with it and put it right there in your mouth. And the best part about this is, well, it was owned by my very good friend, Gary Simmons. Gary is a nice Southern boy like myself, loves his mama, and loves using this fork. Why, he even made this other copy of this fork. And this is a real American fork. This one's made of wood. He whittled it himself. And wow,
Whittled.
you maybe couldn't stab a spaghetti with it, but you can make a dance and have a little tea party with it. And well, it's just the nicest fork that you could ever afford. A fork. I missed a pun there. Anyway, that's about 10 seconds.
That has to get bonus points. Like the style was too on point.
I'm gonna say
Whittle.
all the way up to 40.
Whittle.
Can we give him? Would it be all right to give him 40 whole points for that?
I think we can.
Wow! I never in the history of this game has anyone gotten 40 whole points.
It's never happened.
Wow. I'm so
Harlan is a trailblazer.
Harlan, why don't
Bob
you roll
Ross.
for Jeff?
happily. Here we go, Jeff. You ready? We got you 15, which is, oh, you got spike knee pads. Let's re-roll. We got you a voice in your head that describes the world around you is what you're selling.
What's that from, I wonder?
You have to do the voice like this. And
So
then we
a voice-
got, it may be a mimic, we're not sure, which is kind of on point, frankly, for Malevolent. And you're going to do it in the style of, scroll the page, Ahmed, a real friendly pigeon.
A real friendly
So
pigeon.
a voice in your head that describes the world around you. That could be a mimic, we're not sure, in the style
I feel
of
like the dice fucked me on this one.
This is high level difficulty.
just say Arthur a lot. Just go Arthur.
Okay.
Maybe a mimic, we're not sure.
Tired of looking around and not understanding anything around you?
I love you, pigeon.
Let me tell you something. I have
a companion. And he talks to me all day long. He tells me what's a pebble and what's a seed. What is bread and what is a deadly fungus. And I pretty much trust him. I pretty much trust him. I think he's looking out for me. Sometimes he he changes shapes sometimes. But I think it doesn't really matter because he's inside. He's like software. He's like software. And so if you just download him, you're gonna have to, trust it a little bit. He looks a little bit suspicious, but it's fine. It's fine because he's told me several times not to eat this, not to eat that, and lo and behold, my friends eat it and they die right then, just instantly. So I think he's looking out for me pretty good. Oh, what's this? Yeah, he told me it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. What's this?
Okay, I think we're purchasing that.
Nice.
Oh no!
Good job.
Oh no! Pidge!
Annie, you
right.
dole out the points for Jeff. What do we think?
79.
79 points.
79.
I thought, Jeff,
I love
that you would
that
let the
pigeon.
booth and let a pigeon into your booth.
Yeah, it was uncanny.
A real friendly
Exactly,
pigeon
the
just
true
was in your
OMG
booth.
priceless is what I'm saying. And precious.
I mean, you didn't sell the mimic that much, but I think it was
Yeah, that
implied. It was a heavily implied mimic, I think.
You became the
You
pigeon.
became the mimic.
You
You
even had
inhabited.
the right. You even had the eyes somehow. You had pigeon
Dude, the
eyes.
crazy
It was the
pigeon
stamping
eyes.
at the end. It's like, what's this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you definitely had
Annie,
the physical comedy.
I'm going to roll for you, Annie.
Okay.
An 11. Oh, no, we already did that. Nintendo 64 in great condition. We've done that already. An 18. An evening with
Oh, no.
Jeff Goldblum.
And you're selling a
Well,
and you're selling a quasi-racist joke.
Another 18. Well, no, you had that already, which is dishwasher and microwave safe. You had that okay?
No.
Oh, a 1. An evening with Jeff Goldblum that will set you on fire.
I don't even
in
have
the
to tell
style
you.
in the style of a number
I'm so jealous.
3.
I saw that
we
and I
did the
wanted
cheese
it.
in the mouth. Do you want to do the cheese in the mouth, or would you rather a different roll?
Let's
New
do something
roll.
new.
We'll
You
do
have so many
something
good ones.
Oh no.
Silent
And
farted.
19. You have to do an evening with Jeff Goldblum that will set you on fire in the style of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, that's so good.
God.
I'm jealous.
Can you channel Patrick Warburton?
Do you need a reference?
That-
Do it.
that's
Yeah,
my
Jeff?
little-
wait. Just do it for me really fast, Jeff.
All right, someone try not to frighten a wild animal while also trying to get close to it. What the heckles? Thank you, Annie. But no, I am not very ethnic. I'm giving you a happy 15% commission fee, Harlan. Bob Ross would not stab.
There you go. Jeff
Okay.
Goldblum, an evening with Jeff Goldblum set you on fire.
Well, have I got a proposition for you? Oh, just wait until you hear this. But you're gonna have to hear me out till the end, okay? Because I'm bound by law to let you know. First off, and what I'm quite excited about is that I happen to have an in with a very special superstar by the name of Jeff Goldblum. And he has, due to a little dirt I was able to collect, we'll say, agreed to go out with you for one evening. And you may ask yourself, what kind of events are in store for someone as iconic as Jeff Goldblum and someone as normal and boring as myself? Well, he has a little situation he needs your help with. He needs a body double for this next movie that he's got coming up. Fire Breather 5. Well, basically, it will set you on fire. It will set you on fire. That is the pyrotechnics department of the movie will set you on fire for the movie, and that's your job.
I feel like they're still gonna go. They're still gonna go on that.
I would.
Yeah, I would go.
I think the most impressive thing about that was that Jeff Goldblum has done 4 other fire-breathing movies.
Yeah.
Because this was Fire Breather 5.
Yeah.
I want to see 1 to 4. What's that story like? You know?
And the fact that
how deep is the pool of fire-breathing lore that he's made 5 of these films?
And like that was completely random, but since you know Jeff Goldblum, it's kind of like, is she just recounting a real story that happened?
Is this real? Yeah, I always don't necessarily doing joke riff things about Jeff Goldblum because I don't want to be like.
Yeah, you and Jeff are close.
I don't want him to
I
get
feel like he'd enjoy
upset
it
somehow with me. No, he enjoys everything.
He's on a D&D podcast
very
now, eh?
funny.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's on a podcast called Dark Dice. He plays an elf. He plays an elf.
I want to listen to that.
Yeah, it's an audio drama, Dark Dice.
Okay, Harlan, if you give...
We got to give a
Yeah,
point.
Gary. I got to roll for Gary.
Yeah,
then we'll be done.
We got to give
Here we go.
We got to give
Oh,
a point
sorry.
I feel like I
what did Jeff get?
Oh, sorry, points.
I got-
We need to give points
I
to
got
Annie. I'm so
79.
sorry.
Yeah,
So she gets 80. Should
No,
be
I don't
80.
get 80 points for that. That was
80.
just awkward.
Listen,
Okay.
he didn't even
That
sell
sounded like a
Mimic.
real proposition. Like that's how you would deliver that news to this person who's going to be set on fire.
Yeah.
80.
I didn't say mimic, but I said that I wasn't sure if it was telling me the truth or not.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's true. I think that was
Yeah, but
well
she
implied.
offered me to be lit on fire.
I think
80.
I
Let's see if we
think
keep
80
going
points-
higher.
I think 80 points is probably fair.
You
Because
guys-
that was a really good go at
Dungeon Crawler Carl. That was a good voice.
I feel like you guys are placating me because I'm the girl. Okay.
No. I'm
That's
going to
how
listen.
feeling right now.
79
I know, but I think I've got some
Annie.
leftover feelings of rejection from the last impersonation I did.
I promise you, I'm going to placate Gary right after you. He's going to
Okay.
get more than 80. Because all I'm
Excellent.
doing is I'm just giving everybody the best because I love everybody and I don't want anyone to feel out.
That was
Anyway,
my strategy too.
yeah, you're going to sell a refrigerator, Gary.
Refrigerator?
Fuck. Just kidding. 14. Oh, that only works in the back seat of your car. A refrigerator that only works in the back
That's
seat of your car.
really going to be a tough one to sell.
I love it. With
What's the
his
style?
16. I don't know what. 1, 2, 3. Someone
My
can't see.
finest impression? Shit.
What's
I don't
your
know what that
finest?
is. I wrote that
Oh,
in on a whim.
You do a great, that high pitched one from American Fork. Ooh.
Oh,
She's like a high
Is that a person? Is that a person though? Is that a
impression? Oh, you mean a real life person? Oh, right. Can you do any of the big ones? Al Pacino, Christopher Walken.
Let's do Christopher Walken. I don't
He's
know if
the
it's any good or
easiest.
not, but like everyone has a Christopher Walken, so I'll do my Christopher Walken.
Everyone has a Christopher.
I don't have one.
Hey,
You will.
come over here to my vehicle. That's not Christopher. Hey,
That's-
how you
that's
doing? The
the
books.
option.
We're talking a bit. No, God, I've forgotten how to do it.
I can't believe that you would.
I
come
can
over.
believe. Thank you very much.
It's all up and downs. There's no constant. It's high and low.
Excuse me.
There
I'd
you
like
go.
to talk to you about a possible sale that we can make in the next couple minutes. So if you look in the back of my car, I got a machine that works really well when it's in the back of my car. If you want your drinks, your food, and any dead bodies you might have lying around to be preserved, refrigerated, ready to be cold when you want to drink them, I got the product for you. But it only works in the backseat of my car. So if you'd like to acquire this very prestigious piece of machinery, get on in and it's yours, but I'm not giving you my car. You can use the refrigerator when I'm around, but if I'm not, you can't take it home. You can't take it home, as it won't work in your car. So,
Good job.
there's a deal.
81 points.
81. 81. Let's tally him up.
Because you know what? You nailed it with because the thing with Christopher Walken is, and then he goes low. Like,
Yeah.
he has the highest, but then
That was a great Mr. Walken.
So Harlan,
I really think that Jeff is the winner of this show.
The pigeon was
so
up
good.
there.
looking at the,
Oh, so
looking at the
good.
numbers, though, it doesn't seem that way. We have 100. I only have 118 points. Harlan
But Jeff,
has-
you got to adjust for
Harlan has
inflation.
77. Oh, I do. How do I do that? Annie, you're even sitting higher than I am, I think. 80 plus 30, 110.
Look.
No, 116.5.
if he wants to say I win, I'm not going to argue
rigged
with
as the
him.
Oscars.
Okay.
I
and then
We are
Gary,
fine
it
with
looks like-
winning.
It looks like Gary beat us in both rounds.
Gary beat us
I'll
in
take it.
both.
I'll take it.
But
got
since
one-
That
your
was a damn good walk-in.
since your round was first, Jeff, and my round was last, the inflation is like your score's probably doubled or tripled. Tripled.
Maybe. I don't think
120
so.
points.
You got 120. You got 120.
British pounds are worth
Annie
more.
came in.
Yeah,
Annie-
your score was in British pounds,
I
and
was
we
in
were in
second. I was in
Canadian
second.
dollars.
Gary only beat me by 2 points. That's the thing. He only beat me by 2 points.
Good job.
Wait, no, that can't be right.
We'll have an
no,
actual point system next time.
16. He beat
Doesn't
me by 4 points. Okay.
Points don't matter.
Annie actually beat me by a half a point. And Harlan is just way behind. I don't know what he was thinking in this game. I thought he understood how to play this game, but apparently not.
I
So-
didn't know how to play the game.
But
There are no
you know,
rules.
someday he'll be back. This is one of my favorite Gary's games. So everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us while we play Gary's
I'm
game.
walking here.
I love you all.
Good
Go to our
night.